Interesting. A city-state emergency just got declared against Rome. I couldn't join in on it, but Suleiman and Gilgamesh have both gone for Rome. Oh, that's a big shared border, and that's a lot of Curacao cores. Oh dear. Rome's got a giga army as well, though, to be fair. Look at all this infantry. We'll pretend that that is not our problem. I don't like the look of that at all. So as I'm finishing my campuses, I am using all of my gold to buy in brilliant +5 libraries and amazing +10 universities. Oh, these city-states are really good to that. But otherwise, I'm focusing a lot on walls. I need diplo favor and Renaissance walls as a monarchy government. That's really big for me. The world enters the modern era. Yes, yes. With civil engineering, we now have options to change over my government a little bit more. There's Trade Confederation. Let's whip that back into my government. Limes are still useful. Craftsman still useful. Republican Legacy is all still useful. Just need more cards. Bigger government. I got 1 technology boost from a Nobel Prize, but the winner of the Nobel Prize didn't get diplo favor, so that's pretty helpful. Annoyingly, the Ottomans have gone into a golden age again. I was really hoping we'd be able to push and get our city back with loyalty. Alas, not likely to happen. But that's okay. Reform the coinage time. I really liked that. It kept my economy alive whilst at war, and it's worth about 160 gold per turn at the moment. There's a possibility to take Shah and Goddard with the next bunch of military or great engineers, so I'm thinking my capital, it might be a good idea to start spamming industrial zone logistics. Oh, that makes the city full power, which would give me era score. Why did I not think about that at all? There's always another thing. It's always another thing, fine. And we've got some Royal Naval Dockyards appearing as well. More traders. Yes, more and more and more. Steel tech boost. This is where we begin every 6 turns to try and get a tech boost. What is going to reverse my fortunes? I think water parks. I need my capital to be ecstatic, otherwise the production in this city is terrible. We've got 3 luxuries at the moment, so we're well within range of being boosted. Okay, let's go for colonialism into natural history. Time to vote. And the game's giving me some opportunities here. Nobel Peace Prize. All I've got to do to get a diplomatic victory point is generate diplo favor. And I've got Renaissance wars kicking through with monarchy. This might be good. Sweden is clearly going to win diplomatic victory resolution, so I'll vote for them. They have way more points than I do. So hopefully I'll piggyback off that and get a point. I'll vote for myself for culture bombs, and last time B on spices was taken. So I'm just going to assume that it'll be a similar thing. And this is where just being a little bit clever with the votes is useful. I can put 2 votes in, which is a really good tiebreaker for only 10 diplo favor on all of these resolutions. And I think most people are going to vote for diplomatic victory and not many will vote for these 2. So I will put all of my diplo favor in as evenly as I can. I'll go for 4 for border control, 5 for luxury policy. I'll put 3 in for diplo victory. I know I could probably save it if I didn't put all of my diplo favor in, but it's worth just being super careful. Yep, there you go. So Christina put 5 votes in. Okay, I didn't need to boost this as much. She did just chuck all of her favor in. That's fine. Everyone went in on the luxury policy, but everyone went spices. Crazy. And people ignored the border control, so I forced that through for myself. Excellent. And this is interesting. So this is the Peace Prize. I have got 12 points from my 12 diplo favor. That'll become 14 per turn. It looks like Sweden is only getting 3 points per turn, but they've just picked up a great person, I believe. If we just have a check of this, yeah, remember, that was last turn. So their points are actually pretty rubbish. It's just that they're getting lots of great people. So that's what we're competing with. You know what? We may win this. By the way, we picked up 3 diplo points from that. That puts us on 12. For the Statue of Liberty, I need to time this so that it gets finished at the last possible moment. In order to do that, Bristol is going to start to build it. Well, once it's got its coal power plant, but I will start building it after that point. Then I'm going to leave it maybe 1 turn away from finishing for as long as I can. As soon as the AI starts to build it, then I'll finish it. I don't want to lose it. But the closer I get to diplo victory, the harder the votes get. What I really want to do is get myself to 16 points and then finish the wonder. That's the easiest way of getting that victory. I don't know how feasible that's going to be absolutely honest with you, but we'll give it a good go. Can I just say I've been doing industrial zone logistics, which should provide the city with full power whilst active, but this is never actually turned on. Really weird. We don't know what's going on there, but it's not very nice. Oh well, we've got so many campuses finishing now. This is really good. The libraries are beginning to pop up everywhere, and with great sources come great stealing of projects. Oh yes, look, the tech boosts are appearing everywhere now. Here is refining. Come on, game. Please, please, give me some oil. I need it. I really do. That is offshore oil. That is useless. And that's under my campus. I I've got some oil, and there's some more there. There's some more oil, ladies and gentlemen. And there's some, okay, there is oil. It's not the coal that I was after, but oil opens up opportunities. Firstly, steam power and electricity to pick up the beautiful oil power plant. Then I can think about oil-based units such as biplanes, artillery, infantry. I'll do what I can. This admiral, he's a modern era admiral. I don't think he's actually that useful for me. I'd rather, if I can, get either the war weariness, the battleship, or the envoys. So I'm actually going to pass on you. I'm very sorry. You're a nice admiral, I'm sure. Ursa's having to be all optimized at the moment, and it makes me feel dirty. Here's another university vote. We're inching up to 200 science per turn. We're doing it. I'm still 13 techs behind, but this is as sciencey and as competitive as I've felt in a long time. Let's get the factories. That's another beautiful Renaissance wall finished. We've got 16 per turn at the moment coming in, and Sweden just keep getting great people. Oh, that was Mary Shelley. Looks like they've got one more coming in, Vivaldi. But you know what? I'm getting okay amount of points here. This isn't too bad. Which is more important, the campus or the walls? I'm actually going to get steel relatively soon, so I think getting the walls is weirdly important here. Okay, Franz von Hipper, battleship, grants 1 coal per turn. Okay, this is an interesting question. There is the admiral. I'm going to immediately pick up the battleship. Do I keep it? Do I keep it, or do I take the coal per turn? At least with the coal per turn, I can actually heal Garrett. So I'm tempted to do that. Oh, the power is on. I feel like the era score is unlocked behind the using resources, the power. Oh, this feels so wrong. But yeah, I'm going to delete the battleship. I need that coal coming in per turn for other reasons. From this point, by the way, I'm saving envoys. I'm absolutely going to save envoys up until I get to, where is it? Cold War and Containment. Each envoy counts as 2. That card is going to let me at least attempt to compete with the AI a little bit, up to 210 science. There we go, the power has gone straight into my capital, so Garrett, after all of that, isn't going to get healed, but you know what, at least my capital's got power now. Well, that's a little worrying, isn't it? Those appear to be seawalls that the Ottomans are putting in. That means they are at least at computers. Steel tech boost, predictive systems, hopefully the first of many, and stealth tech. Yeah, 2 boosts at the same time. Level these spies up. I want linguist, it's a good time reduction, and steel technology as if 2 levels more advanced. Oh yeah, okay, these spies, these might get rather good rather quickly. There's a market. My best trade route, they're all to Halep. I'll take it. You know what? If trading with the Ottomans is that horrible choice I've got to make in order to keep up competitively with this game, I'm going to do it. Okay, Statue of Liberty is now going down. Excellent. And Sweden's still generating lots of points, but I'm starting to keep up a little bit faster. Vivaldi's now been taken by them. I don't think they're due to have another great person for some time. I say that. Right at points coming in thick and fast. Okay, well, we'll just keep pushing this as fast as we can. We can do it. Steel tech boost, 84% likely now. That's awesome. And 90%, yes. Well, the deploy victory is what we're aiming for here, not military revenge. We've lost that one. I could take cities now. That is one thing I could think about doing. The only problem is trying to do that is ridiculous. In theory, I could actually invade Macedon a little bit now. Can't start my own wars, but they attacked me. Muscat has actually appeared there. Ooh, could we send a liberation force to Muscat? It would be difficult, but we could, you know, especially if we had a battleship. Interesting. I did just sacrifice a little bit of population from my capital there, but it's mainly because I need oil. I need oil everywhere, and London's by far the best place to make these settlers. So I put 1 city up there, 1 city up there. That's 2 more sources of oil in my empire, and I'm still waiting for the ice to melt. Should do it in 6 turns. If we're lucky, this tile will be the one that goes, and then I can just yoink a settler and grab these 2 sources of coal. And there are some oil over there as well. We'll see how it goes. All right, oil power plants. I do still have the joys, I believe, of Mexico City. So an oil power plant would reach quite far. This is how it would normally reach, but with Mexico City, it would actually hit Hull and Bath. So I could power everything apart from Plymouth. I want to keep the coal power plant in London because the production's really, really good, but we will sacrifice this city. Okay, so let's get the oil power going. Again, I keep running this search, Statue of Liberty. As long as it just says 1 result, I'm okay. I feel okay about it if that's what I see. Well, there's electricity. The world will start flooding soon, and I believe that quite a bit of my land is actually sinkable. Yeah, this could be a problem. This could be a big problem. How hard would it be to get to computers? Pretty hard. Takes me away from chemistry as well. Is it actually quicker to go chemistry? I think it is. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll go for chemistry, build research labs, go from there. Oh no, Sweden has attracted enough tourism to become dominant over my culture. That's not not good. Here we go, another set of boosts. There's robotics. Oh, just the one. I forget this for her. Spies really quick. Very quick. Ace driver as well. Now he's even quicker. I can finally build a seaport as well. Excellent stuff. If I need to produce a navy in a pinch, I can do it very quickly now. Well, apparently Sweden is now a digital democracy. Okay, that's worrying. Let's not think about that one too hard. Let's just avoid any thought that might bring us. Okay, up to this next oil patch. Here's another city, the city of York, up in the frozen wastelands. Okay, and a second oil patch. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Composites boosted now. I tell you what, economics would have been a good boost for me, but I feel like I'm getting lots of decent boosts. So this is all pretty decent. 25% less war weariness than usual. That is tempting, especially because I've been in a constant war this entire time. Macedon, the funny thing is he actually likes us. Plus 10. He loves this state of constant war, you know? You got to appreciate that. I tell you what, Sweden is the most annoying player to have next to you. Look, this city has just been founded, so technically it doesn't have a religion, so they swarm in with their missionaries immediately. It's like, no, go away. Please go away. At least I can sort of trap them in here and get a few kills, but it's terrifyingly annoying. I'm building Hagia Sophia. Once I've done this, I'm going to start pumping apostles out, and we're going to start to actually push for a religious victory. This late in the game, 44 cities following Protestants, like, this is going to be tough. I don't know if this is going to be possible, but we'll give it a good go. Okay, oil power has been achieved now. Thank goodness. Let's have a look and see. Statue of Liberty wise, still the one result. This is a bad place for you to wind up. Very bad place for you to wind up, especially because my Inquisitors are just going to be rounding you up and stopping you from getting anywhere normal or safe. Oh, there's another ice cap. Fine. Move our way round. Oh, polar ice just melted. Look, there's a way round. Perfect. 2,000 gold on a settler. It is worth it because now I can finally get round. Oh, this will be glorious. Let's get some coal. Some actual coal. And look, without the extra diplo favor coming in, I have finally taken over the Nobel Peace Prize victory. We still have 14 turns left. And at the very minimum, it looks like Sweden is going to get another 2 great people, but it could be more. So let's keep an eye out. Keep an eye out and see what we need to do to just hold this Sweden off. Oh, whoa. Alright, apparently I'm building a battleship fleet now. I guess because I've switched to, I've switched to oil, so I no longer am burning coal. So I officially now have coal to build battleships with. It's going to disappear very quickly, so don't get used to it, but that's quite fun. Plus, the oil power plant is actually giving a very small chunk of production to all of these weak cities, and that's helping them to kick up walls, it's helping them to get the Royal Naval Dockyards down. We'll take it. This is significantly useful, especially because I'm still building campuses. There's another library. Here's another university. I think nanotechnology secrets may be the death of me. No, we survived. Okay. Some more delicious oil in the grand city of Norwich. Excellent. Look at this. So oily. Yummy. I think I'm going to temporarily break what I said about saving my envoys. I'm just going to put 3 into Geneva because then I get the 15% boost from Kilwa. I'm still at war, unfortunately, so I don't get the actual Geneva bonus, but at least I get a little bit more science per 10, up to 275 now. Sweden's at 670. I'm not entirely sure how they managed that. Don't ask that question. That's just worrying. Oh, another space project has been thwarted, but nope, I still managed to survive. Amazing. Oh, that's a big old blizzard. It's just on the border of me, actually. Synthetic materials are just being stolen in the background, but which way is that going to go? West. That's good. That's the other direction. We don't mind that. And it's expensive, but I'm going to pick up Tesla here. Buildings reach 3 tiles further. That means I can get some supercharged oil power plants. At the moment, this oil power plant in Bristol is affecting this much with Mexico City. So a couple of my weaker cities are being missed out, but this is what it would look like with one boost, and then this is what it would look like with another. It even hit Sunderland. I've actually got another oil power plant which is going to hit 10 tiles like that, which is all my cities down to the south. So that doesn't need boosting, but Tesla is very useful. Alvar's really cool, but not for me today. Goddard would be really good, although I have a feeling someone might steal Goddard, unfortunately. Oh, my spy survived. Amazing. A master spy now. Excellent stuff. Oh, the production down in the south of my empire is huge now. Just a single oil power plant has revolutionized everything. I could build Venetian arsenal, so I will. Double boats. That will help in case I ever get attacked again, which, let's be honest, is fairly likely at this point. Oh, Bologna has just been stolen from me now. with tons of envoys. Sweden just swapped. She was like, go on, man, you take Geneva, I'll take Bologna. Oh, I'm going to save my envoys. I want the containment to be really worth it. Out of loyalty range up here, I'm a frozen north as well. Wolverhampton. Who would ever want to steal that city? That is the question you've got to ask yourself. But that is a source of coal, and I can now look to try and settle on this coast if we can get some loyalty. Macedon has a huge population up in this area, but we'll give it a go. Okay, Sweden's just picked up a ton of great people that turn. Shah, Alto, Joyce, all of them have just been taken. But the next up is Goddard, and Goddard is a possibility for me. I could get Goddard. That would help me with my rocketry projects, which I like. I just need one more line inventory, and I can get a couple of boosts at once. We can get the mobilization boost, and I can also get replaceable parts at the same time. This battleship fleet, by the way, has made my city defenses a lot higher than once they were. Just wanted to get at least one unit out to power me up a little bit. And here we go. Tesla. Regional buildings provide 2 production, and regional buildings stretch 3 tiles further. Perfect. The oil power plant is actually providing more production now, as well as the factory. So that's actually just increased the production of all of these cities by 4. Way better a great person than you would necessarily first think. Oh yeah, 2 people want aid requests. I have to vote for these because diplomacy is out of my hands, but I'm going to put 4 votes into both of them. It'll cost me a little bit, but I want to make sure they both go through because, yes, this is a huge possibility for Diplo victory points. I can get up to 4. Goddard is helpful, really helpful, but aid request projects, these are what we're going to start spamming now. It's the only way I can get aid to the AI because I can't trade with them. Now, luckily, Caesar is at war with Gilgamesh, so they're losing points, and I don't know how many projects Gilgamesh is going to put through. Is Gilgamesh polluting the world right now? Tiny bit. Not really. We'll keep an eye on that. That second charge of Tesla has just brought Norwich's production from 4 to 23. Look at that. 7 from the oil power plant and 14 from the factory. Oh, this is where England gets so good. That +4 yield from powered buildings, that's massive. That is huge. People underestimate how important and how useful that is as an ability. It's really good. Line inventory? I thought I had another copy. Oh no, Bologna stole its units back. I'm gonna have to buy another one, but still. Sanitation. Let's just move this line inventory out to that tile. You can see, I'm almost at the boost for chemistry, so I've just put a couple of turns in on flight. Matthew Perry grants enough envoys to become suzerain at this city-state and then removes all other envoys. I'm a little bit of a gambit here. Where's Nanadol? Can I move? Yes, I could in theory move into Nanadol's territory. Been meaning to try this for some time. Right, go to Bradford. This is a difficult and dangerous journey, Matthew Perry. But if you can survive Ferns for so long, you may be able to pull this one off. Right, that'll be a huge culture swing for us if we can pull this off. Annoyingly, I think Sweden is going to beat me here. That last wave of great people they got, I really need that point. I don't have a lot of wiggle room in this game, and I feel like they're going to do something about this. One more line inventory, and there's replaceable parts. Now we get chemistry and start coring up our units. Oh, that's permanent flooding. That's permanent flooding, and unfortunately for me, that's taken out a couple of decent tiles around my nation, especially in my capital. That was a really good tile. I am gonna have to discover computers at some point. That's probably my next destination. I don't think I'm gonna catch Sweden up here. That's so frustrating. Luckily though, we are winning the aid requests, so that's a good chunk of diplomacy points. I see a pathway to victory. The first time this game. It's still narrow, but we'll see what the Ottomans do. This is the problem with the Ottomans. 56 techs. I'm actually only 9 behind now. We are starting to catch back up using spies, using science. We're catching back up slowly. Third field cannon. That's the mobilization boost. All right, let's get that quickly. Then I can make an army out of my line inventory. Yes, that'll be handy. Mobilization has finished. Smart materials stolen. As I say, these are good boosts, but I would really prefer to have earlier boosts. Why can't we get flight and chemistry? I need the small value ones. First, army. It's strong, and I can upgrade it and make my cities even stronger. Hagia Sophia. It is built. That's awesome. Apostles can spread religion 1 extra time now. I am going to start using my faith to chuck into apostles, and I'm going to send them all to Sweden, and I'm going to start pursuing this religious victory. It may take me some time, but I will try. I will try. Apostles are 340. Yeah, we can get a few of these. I'm getting 30% discount, don't forget. Meriliki. You're okay, but I don't have any artifacts like that. But it's information era next, so we might as well just go for you. Carl Sagan's up next. Hopefully my cities will increase in power now. Oh yeah, okay, if I'm attacked, I should be safe-ish. Ish is the important word here. It's a very important word. Oh no, Matthew Perry got caught. Right, attempt to. Come on. Keep rebooting until the series works. Okay, the Statue of Liberty, for whatever reason, still not being built anywhere, and I'm 2 turns away from it now. So I'm going to just leave it there. Still looking a little bit bronze. That's fine. And we're going to put our attention into something more useful for now, like a diplomatic quarter. That'll help. I can't believe that. Sweden just edged me out by about 40 diplo favor. Oh. 24 per turn. I thought it would be enough. No, it was not. However, in the good news, I am still building Royal Naval Dockyards, so there is 2 more trade routes that I can put down. It looks like I've got some really good options available to me as well. He's got cybernetics. My lord, I'm actually escaping really well today. Chemistry, research labs. Yeah, that's just confirmation that we got 2nd place on the Nobel Peace Prize, but I'm going to get an artist and an engineer from that. I actually got Goddard. Oh my lord. That is ridiculously helpful. Yes. Rocketry boosted, perfect. And London immediately can build itself a research lab, which is worth 15 science per turn. Oh, all right. Am I going to sink envoys in? I'm still quite far away from containment. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4 into Bologna. That'll give me 15% extra science across my nation and another 3 in the research lab. So hopefully that'll push me up a little bit. 308, that'll do. Okay, well, now we have that. We need computers. We need computers fast. My golden age, by the way, I mean, 207 points. That is a lot of points. There's no way I'm going to be able to get there. I'm too far away. I would have too much tech to get. So we're going to have to just leave that one alone for a little bit. But look, I now have 6 apostles and they're all on their way to Sweden. We're going to mess with their religion now. Here's an opportunity to do some voting though. World's Fair, generating great people points per turn. I'm unlikely to win that, but there is a diplomacy point available, so we'll vote it through. Diplomatic victory, I assume Sweden is just going to vote for themselves again, which may put them into the lead, which is slightly worrying, but I'll do it. Then we have military advisory and world ideology. We've got fascism, autocracy, fascism, digital democracy. I think we know which is going to go through. It's probably going to be fascism, so we'll vote that one through. And I'm going to vote melee, because that tends to be the one that goes through as well. Right, I'm going to split my votes evenly amongst these top 2 and see where that leaves us. Okay, 6 votes and then a few to throw into Christina's vote. And melee's probably the one that I am least confident about. We shall see what goes through. Oh, my diplomatic favor has been consumed. That is a good sign. Melee, fascism, Christina. 3 extra points. That puts me on 15. It puts Christina on 14. I need 5 points more. From this point onwards, unfortunately, I would have liked to have stayed on 14 rather than 15 if I'd thought about it. AI is now going to start voting against me pretty rapidly. So anytime the Congress comes up, that could be a bit of a problem. We'll see how World's Fair goes. Unfortunately, I don't have many points coming through for things like scientists and artists and whatever. I think the Ottomans are going to comfortably win that one. Got 1,000 points in on both aid requests right now, and it doesn't look like Gilgamesh is doing too much. So, I mean, I'm going to continue my projects in my capital. I probably don't need to be doing this many, but I just want to be super safe. Oh, now I'm being told off for not having an air force. Look, leave me out of this. I'm trying my best, okay? Oh, Seastead's boosted. Again, that feels ambitious considering for where we are on the tech tree, but I guess the Ottomans are still so far ahead of us. 58, yeah, we're still within 9 techs of them. I hoped to be gaining on them faster than I am at the moment, but we're giving it our good best shots. Here is a zoo. Bam, that's +1 immunity to all of these cities. That's +8. I'm hoping that'll help kick me into being content at the very least. Next up, I've got a water park. I'm going to put the same improvements in around these cities as well. I realize Sweden has had some really good conquest here. They actually have Pella. I didn't realize that, but Sweden pushed in and took Pella. Sweden is actually starting to win a tourism victory here. I just checked in with how they're doing, and it's 726 tourism per turn. Oh, that's pretty big. Yeah, fair play. The AI is playing well in this game. Caesar is going to space. They have satellites. Ottomans weirdly haven't. They have missed rocketry and satellites, but they do have nanotech and smart materials, which is good. It actually means we could figure out where smart materials was. Actually, we have already because our spies have stolen it. Nice. Oh, Matthew Perry. He got to here. He got to here. So close. All right. Attempt number 3. It's a battleship that's sort of moving around in this area and it's very annoying. Can't find any Swedish religious troops, which is very strange. So I'm going to go to their holy site and convert that. That'll annoy them. Oh, that's another load of flooding. That's another load of flooding. I dread to think what I've lost. Oh, I lost my industrial zone. No. Okay, that's a big problem. That was powering all of these cities to the south. I'm making my way to computers as fast as I can, but it's not quick quick enough. Oh well, we've got an aquarium. My northern cities are doing fine, so I guess that's okay. We'll just assume that we'll survive whatever horrific event is going through here. I'm still getting the research labs up. Our science is starting to close up with people now. Just going to do a bit of rejigging here. We're going to put Trade Confederation up there. I'm going to take Limes off, put military research in, and I'll put Raj in. This should give me a bit of a science boost. 393. Yes. Here is radio. Got a new source of it. On an island that's flooded. Okay. Well, that's not very handy, is it? Tell you what is handy though. This is Sweden's religious capital. First of all, I'm going to remove 75% of their pressure, and then I'm going to put a triple strength spread through. Oh, you want me to stop, do you? No. This is revenge for earlier. And now that the power has gone down quite considerably, I can go 1 and then 2 to kill this guru, and I can convert their capital. This will make all of their religious units panic and swarm back around, and I can just get to work. They're not sending any units out just yet, so I'll just repeat the process on their capital. Come on, Sweden, send me your finest. Matthew Perry got caught again, so I'm giving up. I'm going to go to Nalanda. This bay is swarming with Macedonian troops. I cannot get through it. A religious emergency. According to the rules, I have to go along with everything I can. I physically can't vote this one down or cancel it or vote for it. So I'm just going to put one vote in against, and then we'll just have to live with it. Advanced power cells has been stolen. Excellent. But there you go. The religious emergency has been declared. And for the first time, I can see a missionary. Other units. Let's try and use zone of control to pin it down. Well, here we go. I'm embracing the Dark Age. I didn't even try and fight it. It was too difficult. Let's see how this goes for me. Computers. I can protect myself, hopefully, from the ever-advancing storm. I stole computers. Oh, that's actually really good from a spy. That was very well timed. What would be good for me after this? Well, a space race, weirdly, is my next best option. And I actually do have a decent enough capital to be doing this. But I just had a better idea for Matthew Perry. Sending you to Sunderland, and we're going to go to the letter, and I can pray in all my seawalls. I've got time to do this. Let's save up some faith. Oh, this will be good. +1 era score for each offensive spy operation. That is really, really handy because I've got tons of these happening at the moment. I'm firing spies off left, right, and center. And there's another one. More spies to add to the mix. Okay, let's see how bad this is. Sunderland is just about happy. Hull's fine. Plymouth is fine. Norwich is just about okay. Bristol's okay. Leeds is fine. Birmingham is not fine. -15. Newcastle is just about okay. Preston is not fine at all. Bradford is not good. Wolverhampton, Manchester. Oh, Manchester's not doing good either. Okay. All of these cities down here are on different continents. So I'm going to have to get rid of Raj, and I'm going to have to put in something helpful like colonial offices for 3 loyalty per turn. 2 loyalty per turn for cities with a garrisoned unit. That's a bit of a desperate play. Let's avoid doing that one for now. Instead, I'm just going to have to relocate all of my governors to the cities that really, really need them, like Preston, Bradford, Birmingham. We'll do what we can, but this is going to be tough. Actually, the religion is a problem here. I've got to get my religion back into Birmingham. I think I've got an apostle, an inquisitor just waiting around. So yeah, you've got to come here as quick as you can. Honestly though, that could have been a lot worse. I was really, really fearing that we were going to have a really, really large amount of problem with loyalty. Oh, Grace Hopper. 2 randomly chosen 3 technologies. That's amazing. Oh, Stephanie's appeared for 100% production towards Space Race Project. She's really difficult to get, but that would be something I would love to pick up. I don't think we've got anywhere near enough points to go near that unless we put a lot of projects through, which I'll give it a good try. We've got a few cities that can run campus research projects. Quite a few of them, actually. Yeah, you know what? I might be better at this than I thought. I don't know whether to use Grace at the moment or not. We've got a few easy win techs, like rocketry is a really good example of one, and steel. We'll pick those up, and then we might get some higher value techs if we wait. Oh my lord, that gave me a heart attack. I saw the Wonder Constructed little pop-up, and I was like, no, have I mucked up? Did I muck up and lose Statue of Liberty? No. Luckily, somebody grabbed Venetian Arsenal. That's fine. We can live with that. Missionaries are beginning to pop up everywhere now. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Just allow yourself to be destroyed. Yes, my religion will spread like wildfire. And 2 turns before the polar ice melts again, Matthew Perry says, welcome, Valletta is yours. 9 envoys that gave me. Amazing. And now we make a salvage mission. 160 faith for a flood barrier. I can put about 7 or 8 of these up, but already this is making a huge difference. You can pollute the world as much as you want now, Ottomans. I can hide behind my walls. Makes me feel a lot better. Actually, I could even make Renaissance walls if I wanted to. Amazingly, I actually have more science per turn than everyone else now. We are pulling it out of the bag. 53 techs versus 60 versus 58. I'm now within 7. Okay, now I've got ideology. I'm going to actually skip the government briefly and go to professional sports. This is my usual trick, going for stadiums, going for aquatic centres. Those boosts give me pretty much 20% extra yields in everything if I pick them up properly. I should change my mind. Nuclear program. We need science foundations. I need nuclear espionage. I'm desperate to get Stephanie here. I'm not going to be able to get Korolev, I don't think, which would be 2 space projects rushed. Too many things. Too many things at once, and Istanbul and the Ottomans are just doing too much. Okay, my religion is restored to Birmingham. The city is now loyal. Phew. Oh, that feels good. Still working on Manchester. Oh, this storm here has just blown everything up. Combined arms, stolen. Combustion, stolen. Gilgbro is now putting points into the aid requests. Oh, this isn't good. I'm being pulled in all directions. I need industrial zone points as well for Korolev. Tell you what though, Sweden has put a disappointingly small amount of units out, trying to convert them. But there's nothing to convert if I can't kill their religious units. Oh, no tech to steal from Istanbul, blimey. That's pretty interesting. Alright, I guess I'll sabotage your industry, because I can. Various satellites, off-world mission has been boosted. Getting there slowly. Let's now unlock nanotech, followed by smart materials, followed by off-world mission. We're gonna get that. We are going to space. Oh, aid request is creeping up and up and up. Nuclear program, where is it? Science foundations, 2 science points for every university, 4 for every research lab, 2 for every factory, 4 for every power plant. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. Fine, Machiavellianism, I'm going to have to get rid of that briefly. We're kind of teched up as much as Spies can give us right now. I don't even need nuclear espionage. There's no more secrets for me to steal. Siphon funds, you say? 2,400 gold, you say? Oh my lord. It's finally happened. Macedon has finally sent an army after me. Maybe Wolverhampton was one city too far. Okay, we may have to make a bit of a defensive force here. We should be fine, but it's a little concerning. You know, looking at this theory, we've come so close. Christina is so close to diplomatic victory. We've been throwing points at her in order to get our own points. That could have gone very badly wrong. But what's now happening is London is basically starting to build a spaceport. This is where, as the game goes, we would start to pick up that spaceport and rush the projects through. It doesn't look like it, but I think we would easily be able to win a science victory from here. Now that I've got the opportunity to get that spaceport, provided we can pick up Korolev, that's 2 projects. Provided we can pick up Stephanie, that's double speed. We'll see. We'll see if we pick up Korolev. Oh, Gilgamesh really did make me worry. Right at the end of these aid competitions, they were throwing projects up, but luckily, especially for one of them, they were at war with Caesar. So that one was fine. Either way, time to finish Statue of Liberty. I am proving a nuisance religiously, starting to spread my influence. It's taking ages though. I think religiously, we may have had quite a difficult project here. Aid request has been won. 2 points. 2 points. 200 diplo favor. Look at this. The rest of the world is getting so confused with emergencies, throwing all of their votes into world congresses, and more importantly, huge carbon penalties that we're really not getting. I'm starting to massively outproduce diplo favor now. We've got Sergei the Admiral, but there's Sergei the Engineer. And there you go, 3 projects from a spaceport. This pretty much guarantees me the science victory with the setup I've got, especially if I was to win Stephanie as well. There's no way the AI would be able to keep up with that. The Statue of Liberty, 4 diplomatic victory points, and also all cities within 6 stars always 100% loyal. When you're stuck in a dark age like I am, this is strangely very, very useful. So huzzah, we've actually now got a loyal set of cities. Composites, we've just about earned. Just gonna have some fun by using Greece to see what 2 random random technologies we would have got. Nanotech, stealth tech, actually, they're quite fun. So now we go smart materials, onto off-world mission. Not long until we'd have those, especially with all of these boosts. Look at these spies. Oh, it's delightful. It's lovely stuff. But with those aid requests, with the Statue of Liberty, we find ourselves on 23 out of 20 points. With a safe religion, a beeline through to pretty much every scientific project I could want. To that, I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, who even needs to trade with the AI anyway? I don't. Ha 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 ha! Let's have a look at this. Charles de Gaulle, interesting. Buildings constructed. Now this is where we'll see just how dominant the Ottomans were in this game. They had a wonderful game. Still to this day, one of my favourite civs in the entire game. Cities captured, much less than they could have done. Imagine if they'd just gone crazy. Districts constructed. Look how far down I am on that one. Ottomans really showing me what's what. Player faith. I was reasonably competitive, but again, the Ottomans towards the end of the game really pushed away on that one. Culture was nowhere to be seen. But again, Suleiman, up 1,100, 1,200 towards the end of the game. That's pretty crazy. Science, yeah, my science play was awesome. Very much caught up with the game there. Sweden had a fantastic game. Player score, I was slowly catching up, but it would have taken me some time. Units killed, quite a few. Units lost, I think, is going to be pretty high. Yeah, for me, this is awesomely high. 11, 12 units, something like that. Wonders constructed. Statue of Liberty at the end was awesome, but again, Suleiman leading the way on that one. And religions founded. Good, good. I have to say, especially after we lost Stoke and we had the loyalty hit going into that Dark Age, I was really, really impressed with how we managed to just solidify our economic base in this game. Trade routes have always been fantastic, but trade routes with Drake's Legacy and Elizabeth, oh, they really pull together. And I have to say, having something like 700 gold per turn or something close to 700 gold per turn. Well, that meant that I could build a research lab every other turn. And each one of these, I mean, just watch my science. 680 goes to 710. I've been just subtly powering my empire with insane amounts of science for the last however many turns. It's been wonderful. It really let me catch up, and defensively that helped because now my cities are strong enough and they've got a good retaliation strike, so the Ottomans were kind of put off attacking me again. But it also meant that scientifically, I'm pretty sure I would have won this game. I know that I'm a little bit behind at the moment. Caesar is on the moon landing, but they don't have nanotech, they don't have smart materials. I'm almost on smart materials. And with Stephanie, who I'm pretty much a dead cert at getting at this point because of the crazy amount of projects I've got running through at the moment in most of my cities, it will have meant that I would have been able to put a satellite into space and get the moon landing out in London within a few turns. I then would have used Korolev to rush through the Mars landing and then the exoplanet, and I would have immediately then been on booster projects and we would have won, I would say, by turn 275. Sweden is trying to get all cultural. 170 tourists is no shabby attempt at all. 800 tourism per turn. But luckily, she's refusing open borders with me. That's a lot of tourism down the drain, and you just don't help but feel that the AI just doesn't really have an option. Plus, I can always make sure I'm at a very advanced government that's a little bit different to Sweden. That would have stopped her. That would have stopped her from having too much tourism towards me. It would have been good. Religiously, yeah, I mean, my own religion was pretty certain, pretty happy. I didn't really have the religious capacity to be taking on anyone else. But, you know, that's my bad. That's my bad. I think we would have got somewhere eventually, but it just would have taken me a long, long time. Makes me miss playing Byzantium on games like this. I tell you what, as well, now that I've won the game, you know what I really, really want to do? Oh my god, trade. Trade! Look, I could have been trading this entire time. Look at deals like this. 95 gold per turn for practically no strategics. Trade deals that just give me luxuries after luxuries. Yeah, hang on, just give me a sec to just get this out of my system. Oh, that's so much better. You know what, actually, seeing as everyone's denounced me, it didn't actually make a huge difference. Oh, but I could make peace with Macedon. Oh, that war has been going on since, I think, about turn 120, something like that. More than half of the game. That was a lot of fun. That really did make me play effectively, really, really prioritizing the stuff that mattered. Thank you, channel supporters. What a great idea. Remember, if you want to play along with this game and give it an attempt yourself, come along to Discord, the save file, as well as all the mods that I use. They can all be found there. I, on the other hand, well, I've got to go. There's another game. I've got to start it now. In fact, that video is about to play just after this one, so don't pretend you've got anything better to do. Keep watching all day. Yes. See you next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Stratton, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!